Okay, we just got done with P90X2. We did 3 weeks of the opening phase, we did 6 weeks of the strength phase, and then we did 3 weeks of the PAP phase, whatever, phase 3. Post-activation potentiation. And so overall, this is my 3rd time completing the program, and
not consecutively.
No, but every year at this exact time.
Yes.
Last year I ended on my birthday. This year I'm ending a day after my birthday, I guess. But
no, not really.
I actually ended it yesterday on my birthday. Yeah, but this is probably my favorite program. And I love the asylums too. Some of the other workouts. There's certain workouts from other programs where I go, oh, I love that workout. Like some of the asylum workouts I really love, and then some of the P90X3 workouts I really love. But as a complete program, this is my favorite. Phase 1 is fun. Phase 2 is great, and then Phase 3 is grueling because you do PAP upper, PAP lower, PAP upper, PAP lower over and over again. But overall, the program itself, I see more results from this program. Now, speaking of results, there really hasn't been much of a change. We've kind of been talking about it.
Still ugly.
We're at a fitness level that my main goal at 42 years old is to just maintain my fitness. So the interesting thing is I started at 10% body fat, and today I'm at 10% body fat. We already did all of our measurements. Some of the measurements throughout the 90 days, the biceps grew during the strength phase, and then biceps fizzle a little bit here during the last phase because we don't do any bicep work.
But we're only talking a quarter-inch difference.
Yeah, we're not talking a lot. But so you'll see a little bit of, we have a little bit of these ebbs and flows. You don't want to read all the boring numbers and all those kind of things. The main thing is that total, overall, basically the same as where I was when I began P90X2, and that's what my goal was, by and large, was just to
numerically.
But I will say this.
But do you feel better?
And I feel like my pull-up strength is back to where it was back when I was doing this program before, and I don't want to lose that this time. So we're going to concentrate on trying to keep some of those numbers where they're at. I personally, I don't know where they're going. I personally am going to be doing P90X Classic next, but I'm going to utilize the philosophies of P90X2. Great program. If you're looking to get shredded, you're looking to get in fantastic shape, and you're willing to take on a grueling program, it's grueling, but it's fun at the same time. I mean, the workouts are absolutely enjoyable.
Okay, so my review of X2, for one thing, it was so much fun doing X2 that I never saw the end coming. Yeah. It just ended. You just were in it, and I didn't feel like, oh, here we go. We got 3 more weeks before we're done with this program so we can do something. No, didn't feel that at all. Yeah, you feel like there are repetitive elements like doing PAP lower twice in a week. That builds on you. PAP lower is kind of tough, but it gets easier as you do it, and you get better at a lot of the side bridge lifts, and the step up convicts feel like, oh, this is okay. Whereas the first week is just you're dying.
Yeah. And
you can do things to make that easier by going to higher step heights and things like that. I tried that, and then when I went back to the normal step height, really easy. Mm-hmm. So I didn't feel the end coming and, dread coming every day. I really loved X2. X2 for me, as Philip said, is his favorite. It's my second favorite. I like them in reverse order. I like X3 the best. I like X2 probably the second best. And then either P90X and Beast probably right there, third for me.
Yeah.
But I feel like I'm in the best shape of my life. I did see improvement in numbers. I threw in some things on the side. We did doubles a few days. I did a push-up challenge in February as we started with this, and did 200 push-ups a day as well. I saw my chest and my shoulders, and a lot more definition, some more size, a lot more sculpting of a V shape of the body. I feel like I wasn't as far along as Philip, and I saw a lot of improvement in that in this program. Body fat's down to 15%. Pretty happy with that. I'm also happy with where I'm at, and owe that to X2 and X3 and all of the Beachbody programs. But
from a girl's perspective, this was my first time to do X2. We dallied around a little bit. I know that fly is just driving me crazy.
Keep it off you.
Thank you. We dallied a little bit in it last year when we were mixing it in with X.
Mm-hmm.
And so I hated the program when we did it then a year ago. And I literally would gripe and complain and
Yes.
I threw fits at times.
Was it mostly the one leg balance moves
Yes.
and all
It was
that
very
got
much,
you? But you
which
got
is-
way better at that.
Yeah, so that's where I was going with that is I can look back at when I first attempted some of this stuff last year and I can look at it after doing X3. X3 really improved my balance and
It does.
X3 really
It really
prepared me to do X2. And I think without doing X3, I don't believe I would be able, I could have attempted X2,
Don't
but I
they-
think I would be more frustrated.
Don't they almost seem like that? Like
You
if
need
you
to
wanted
go in
somebody to
reverse
start,
order.
X3 is a great place to start.
Anyway, so I think X3 prepared me to do X2. Even in the beginning of X2, I still had my fits when it came to balancing on the ball. And doing your four ball push-ups and doing the impossible possibles, even doing the I want to call them levers. My lever pull-ups. I will say this about X2.
Babe, when you look like this, you can call me anything you want.
I will say this about X2, however. I remember when we first started the last block, I did the first routine of Pablo, and I was like, yay, this is going to be awesome. I came to really loathe this last block. And I think personally, if I was to do the X2 program again, I would not do the last block. Here's my reason behind it is because I feel like looking at my numbers, our numbers have done a lot of this. Mm-hmm. And this last phase is where I feel I lost my little bit of my biceps. I lost it in this phase. And again, it's not big numbers. It's not even big enough numbers to really even sit here and go over with you about. But
you could do something like 2 pap lowers of yoga, 1 pap upper, and then mix in something else that's arm and shoulders or something.
Because you don't do a lot of any biceps, really.
It'd be nice to never drop chest, back, and balance.
The same exact kind of feeling about X2's block 3.
Mm-hmm.
It's just too repetitive. I got very bored and I came to where I didn't even want to do the workouts because it's like, oh, we did this.
I feel that about pap upper. I think the double pap lowers in the last block is effective.
Yeah, because you can do pap lower, pap upper, yoga day, chest, back, and balance, shoulders and arms.
Yeah, it needs something because you really do.
And then you hit all your body parts.
Yeah, because you lose out on it. I mean, yeah, you have your little bit of curl to press, but it's not enough to really do anything for you.
To keep muscle tone.
And even when you're doing your pull-ups that you do, the little bit of the pull-ups that you do in the end.
There's only 40 of them.
It's not that much when you look back at the program and see how much pull-ups you were doing in block 1 and block 2.
in one day.
So, with that being said, my personal opinion my overall opinion about X2 is I did thoroughly enjoy block 1 and block 2. I did take it as a huge challenge when it came to the balancing on the balls and the lever pull-ups, but once you became able to do them, you felt really good about it. I feel a lot better in my core strength doing this program.
Yeah,
because
you have to rename the impossible possibles, right? To something different.
Slightly impossible possible.
Yeah, almost impossible possible.
Kind of difficult, but doable.
But I still think that I'm glad that I did this program. I really, like I said, I feel a lot better total overall athletic ability as far as my agility.
That you're signing up for a competition.
Yes, my agility has gotten better. With that being said, though, however, I'm with Dave. X3 is still my favorite of all the X's. I know.
There's more variety in it.
There is a lot more variety. However, let me add this side note to it. After doing X2, I think X3 is going to feel a little bit easier, and so I will have to put in philosophies from X2 into my X3. So instead of doing the regular push-ups, I think I'll still be doing med ball push-ups of some sort.
Yeah, if he has you doing just like the side arm raise like an X3, add the ball.
Yeah, because I think if you do back up to it, I think you are going to find yourself not being quite as challenged.
And that's a wrap, 45 minutes into our X2 review.
Yes.
Have a good day.